Yes lads, Retox from iKonik here, bringing you a war recap. It's my first one, so bear with me. This was our random matchup against Beer Goggles, who is a fair play clan, fairly well known in the community, so we're really excited about this one. As you can see, we took the win in quite a convincing fashion, so I'll just go through it all relatively quickly. The weights were fairly even. We had a 24k weight advantage, but we had a huge hero advantage of about 200 levels, I believe. One of their guys did tweet me the spreadsheet, and I'm guessing they had it up correctly. I haven't actually done any maths myself. They did have an extra Town Hall 10 or more of a 9.5 that we'll just show here. Only level 1 Infernos, but still has the higher offense, max freeze, max golems, max hounds, max lightnings. Which did even out a little bit. I think, regardless of the hero advantage, we would have won the war. But it's always nice to war a clan that's respectful and there's no drama. So props to them. We had a lot of fun. I think they just struggled with our bases, to be honest. I don't think they've really come up against too many anti-freestyles before, and it's shown that they said they had a good learning experience from the war, and everything was all fun and games. We did well. We cleared up our nines pretty early. The tens we fell short on number one with a triple attempt, which I will show as Peds kind of screwed that one up, and then just a 2-star on their number two. Obviously, a lot of the replays got wiped, so we only actually have, I think, 8 replays to show, and only 5 of them are really worth showing, maybe 6. And I'll keep a couple for a highlight video or two. The reason there's not many replays is we had a really solid start to this war. We started off with, I believe it was, 7 out of 8 3-stars, fresh bases, and then ending up 8 out of 10. Well, it was, and ended up 8 out of 10. So a really solid start. The first fail in that was from a new guy who was shortly removed from the clan. Story for another day, we went on from there. I think actually nines were clean quite late. I'll tell a lie. Number 4 was their last to go down, and that was quite late into it. So if we start with some replays, we'll start with Ped's hit on number 1. I actually did the scout for him on Rhett. He told me where he wanted to walk his queen, and we saw that it was going to be a viable option. So this was his triple attempt. Apologies if you noticed a terrible cut there. I actually carried on recording all of the video in one hit, and unfortunately I left my line notifications on and the leader chat was pinging away, and I just quickly removed them as the video went through. It wasn't until after I finished the recording I went back and read what they'd actually said, and it was a somewhat inappropriate conversation, so I've had to start again for the replays of the bases. So anyway, this is Ped's attempt on their number 1, and you will see how the raid goes. I'm actually going to speed round this for a little bit, as it's a fairly lengthy queen walk in time wise, just up until here where the wall breakers go in. So the goal here is basically going to be sending in a few giants to the king as well to get both heroes, an AD I believe, and the Inferno Tower. So he gets the poison down, the Barb King's engaged as well as the CC. He's got the rage down for the Queen. In goes the BK. And I believe yeah, they're going 4 giants go in as well. They're going to go straight onto that air defense. And they all go to spring, so waste of 4 giants. In goes the BK, that's the Queen down. BK is now onto the Inferno. Healers onto the BK, which doesn't help as the Inferno's hitting it, but it does get the Inferno Tower down and leaves the Queen up. The La Luna started, everything's going as planned. All pushing in, about to take out the second to last AD, a freeze on the Inferno, and there we go, the failed Fat Finger Rage. That was definitely not to plan and essentially cost the 3-star on this attack. I think the Rage would just help get onto that last AD a little bit longer, keep that Lava Hound up, but unfortunately it goes down just there and leaves nothing to tank for these last few towers. The Queen then also goes down with too much point on her. and this will end as a high 2% attack. Just skip through all of this. Okay, next up we're going to watch Spa hit number 3, that was their 9.5 with their level 1 Infernos. Again, this was a Queen Walk that was... It was tested from the first attack from a member that got wiped in the replay, but we remembered essentially where he put his queen and the fact that the walk did work as planned. As you see, zapping out in between the Inferno and the AD down there to take out both of them, which is a great start. So he's already got one AD and one Inferno down. His Queen Walk is going to get him both of the North ADs, which is going to leave him with one Inferno and one AD to go. Both sweepers still up. He's got a few minions and whiz just around the base, just creating that funnel. Well, actually just getting some extra percent that are freely available. We'll speed up the Queen just as she goes around. Okay, she'll be coming on to that third air defense shortly. And here goes the King and the Dragons, which is the push for the Queen in that part of the base. Rage down for them. Tesla pops, I don't think we actually knew was there. So that gets quite a few shots off onto one of the Dragons. The Queen is down. BK went down really quickly though on the offensive BK. The Queen is now dealing with the CC. She's taking out the lava. She's actually got a loon on her, which, there we go, goes down. Just pups to deal with. Dragons are still working their way, and the loons have started. I believe this one dragon on the Inferno actually manages to take down the level 1 Inferno, even against a sweeper. Just shows how weak a level 1 Inferno actually is on multi. Yep, there we go, that goes down. And going to push on to take out a sweeper by the looks of things. Other Jags just working around south, almost on cleanup duty. And this is where it gets a little bit closer to comfort. It wasn't the cleanest of triples by any means, but we will take it when a Tower 9 can 3-star a Town Hall 10. You will see shortly that all of the loons die, so I'm just going to speed this up a little bit as that lava pops. And the Expo does drop. There go down the last two loons, leaving it up to the Queen, the Dragons, and the pups and minions to finish the base off, which they do without too much trouble. Okay, next up we're going to watch Jakey taking on number 4. Jake and I were actually on Twiddler and Skype for this one, so we took about 20-30 minutes just planning this out, making sure everything went to plan. I think we already had 2 attacks wasted on this base, so if I remember right, this is the 3rd, maybe even 4th because of a replay wipe. 3 or 4 attacks on this base to get it down. We figured that with the P.E.K.K.A. and the CC, we'll get the Law. Very easy to take them out if you can get them out the base. You just need a few barbs, a couple of whiz and a poison. They attack so slowly that the wizards have just got tons of time to shoot them down, and it's really not going to cause much trouble whatsoever. And we are going to start a Queen Walk here. The goal of the Queen here is to get to both those ADs where we believe there must be a double giant bomb between from what we've seen in the base so far, and also just to get the BK out of the way so the Valks aren't going to take too much of a beating. Actually, he's got 11 Valks here, which is huge. He's got no Golem in the CC, a hog, so he's got his 8 hogs with him and 6 in the CC, so he's got 14 hogs in total. I think we decided that the Golem wasn't worthwhile and just got extra Valks. So use the ability there to take out the BK, level 26 BK, so definitely worth doing. And in she goes. The Queen gets very, very close to dying here. I think if he had much of a lower Queen, he'd have been in a lot of trouble. I don't know if you noticed at the start, when Archer missed that army camp, we couldn't quite get it and we thought it could, but the Archer Tower managed to target it, so he had to use a Valk for the funnel there. In they go, Queen just surviving, but now loads of tanking in front of her, so the healers are going to get her back up to full health in no time. Every defense on that east side is distracted, so just one hog on each is going to do the job and take out all of them. It should have a second jump down. Yeah, there we go. Second jump in. Valk's going to get straight onto that Queen, take her out in one swing, even with a level 30 Queen. And send in a few hogs at the south. BK's still on full HP, actually got a healer on him, and the Valks, which is just helping keep them alive that a little bit longer. Queen's starting to be on the Town Hall. Here comes in the CC Hogs on the west side. They're all going to meet in that hill. That hill's a little bit early, to be honest, because they do actually hit a bomb here, and they don't have quite enough heal left to get back up to full HP. You see there on the sweeper, but they don't quite get back up to full, and it means the Hogs are actually going to die. Oh, and a Facebook message, brilliant. The Hogs are going to die, leaving one cannon up. We'll just skip through the rest of it here. And that'll be a 3-star. Right, I'm just going to quickly cut out here and mute my Facebook chat. Sorry about that, we're back again. We're just going to do one more replay, which will be number 16, taking on number 16. Okay, so Ades, although he's on number 16, he actually has our third highest offense in the clan for Town Hall 9, I believe, or at least in this war, with a level 30 Queen, 27 BK. So that this base only had level 15 and 16 heroes respectively, so a huge advantage on that. See, he's zapping out one of those, that central AD. And the reason we want to do that is because you don't want your hounds to fly in too deep and the loons can't catch up before the hound dies, and also you tend to have no hounds on the no pups left on the outside for cleanup. So he's going to queen walk along. We're just going to speed up a little bit, hurry up until the wall breakers come in. And here they go. So he's breaking into this compartment, which is going to grab in one more AD. Few of the point, I believe he used its ability shortly just to keep its queen up. Yep, there it goes. And does take out this cannon just in time before the hound gets out, so no point at all targeting whilst he's dealing with the hound. He should be dropping his BK down. Yep, so that BK is really just to make the funnel, essentially, was the plan. He does end up beating through the wall, so we'll just speed through this a little bit as the queen's dealing with the hound. There we go, there going the 2 dragons. Now they move straight onto the Town Hall, which I don't think was his plan, as they spend a long time beating on that Town Hall, leaving the queen just to beat away. Luckily with the level 27 BK, he tanks for quite a while, and I believe he might even kill the queen without the help of the dragons. Well, they get a breath off. So in comes his Larloon part of the section on the west hand side. He's got 2 hounds coming in, just targeting all the surrounding point. There is a Tesla farm there as well, but not causing too much trouble, sorry. And one more hound for the last AD up top. And just a haste to send some last balloons in. They're all going to go down, which leaves just clean up after the mortar. And that's it. Very nice attack with a haste left over. Okay, so that's going to do it for this war, guys. I'm going to save the replays of me hitting number 6 and Jake hitting number 7 for some highlight videos later in the week. I hope you enjoyed. Please bear with me on this. I will get better at war replays, and remember to turn notifications off.